Welcome back to the Crypto's Key Conversation, man. I'm just trying to be as quick as possible in this one. There's a lot of stuff going on within the community. We're going to start with this right here. This is from CZ. It says, sad day, tried, but crying face. So we put up a video yesterday about what was going on between CZ and FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, and the FTX platform in regards of, the potential rumors of insolvency. And then CZ was supposed to step in and try to help out, but I guess they were doing their due diligence and making sure that there wasn't anything shady going on in the background. But come to find out, within a 24-hour period, we got some information right here. Binance walks away from deal to rescue FTX, and the market took a dump. And this was from James K. Fallon had put this up from Wall Street Journal. If we come over here to the market, I mean, we were pretty low. Bitcoin, I think, hit like 15,000. If I come in here and check it out, where's the 24-hour right here? 24-hour low, 15,663. And we were just at like 21. The 7-day high was 21,417. So the market, took a fat dump, and huge buying opportunity for a lot of people. There was a lot of people that got wrecked. We still may see some more downside. It's just going to be a kind of a waiting game to see. But even XRP hit as low as, I think it was like 32 cents, but we're sitting at 37. It's a pretty good recovery. But the market was just hurting. So coming over here, Library had put up some stuff. It says, increasingly looking like that while the SEC had a team of staff working to crush us, a tiny actor in one of the actual honest ones, FTX was stealing billions, and Gary Gensler was taking the time to personally meet with them. It's all just so rotten. So if I think it's over here. Yeah, this is John Deaton had put this up. It says staff meetings, FTX. And this is with Chairman Gensler. So coming over here, Library put this up, and I thought this was interesting. So it says the elephant in the room. So you have Gary Gensler and the SEC looking at XRP, Library, Bitcoin ETFs, and then over here you have FTX, Celsius, Mt. Gox, Luna, Three Arrows Capital. It's just like, this is the reality, man. It's quite evident based on what's been happening in the markets and looking at who the SEC has been going after. Continuing on here, it's from John Dean. It says, everyone needs to relax because help is on the way. I just heard that the SEC is going to investigate FTX official now over how they handled or mismanaged customer funds. Amazing timing. So apparently now SEC expands investigations into crypto platform FTX. So after all the damage has been done, now they're coming after them. When they were going after Kim Kardashian and Library, they're going after Ripple, legit companies, legit platforms with real use case and utility. And now they're coming after FTX after everything. And they were meeting with them. We just showed you right here, staff meetings with FTX. This is absolutely nuts. So moving on here, where am I? Right here. So this is from Elizabeth Warren. So remember, we talk about on this channel how actors like Elizabeth Warren and Chairman Gensler, like they utilize these major volatile aspects of the market, meaning like, collapsing of platforms, scams. Just the negativity within the markets to push their agenda. Look what she says. The collapse of one of the largest crypto platforms shows how much of the industry appears to be a smoke and mirrors. We need more aggressive enforcement, and I'm going to keep pushing SEC to enforce the law to protect consumers and financial stability. So literally, we were just talking about this in our video just yesterday. If FTX had a major insolvency problem and like the market, collapsed or had like some sort of effects like they did with the Do Kwon and the Terra Luna collapse, they were going to jump all over it. And look, this is exactly what they're doing. It's literally, it's almost laughable and comical that like they think we're this dumb. I wouldn't be surprised if they're all a part of like, pushing these narratives and almost in a sense cohorting or like, pretty much setting the stage for all this stuff. It's absolutely crazy, man. But the crazy thing is that's the most sickening part. Like Library hit it on the head. It's like you're looking after us, but you're not checking the elephant in the room. It's crazy. John Deaton, digital asset investors responding to Elizabeth Warren's here. It says, hey, Elizabeth Warren, you may want to speak with Gary Gensler. He was having meetings with FTX. This was done right under his nose. Do you people in government ever replace people due to incompetence? So we already showed it, and I'm gonna show it again. It's right here. Literally, he put it up right here. And it says, turns out Gary Gensler was meeting with FTX while he was protecting us from Ripple and XRP and Library and so on. It's crazy. So right here, So remember, Ben Armstrong from Big Boy Crypto has been all over Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX. I mean, shouting from the rooftops, like talking about be careful, don't believe him. He's putting, all this lobbying and all this money into these actors to run away from get things away from decentralization and push another narrative. I mean, he's been saying it, but now he's like, I'm really sorry to FTX users. I cannot sugarcoat the situation. Your money is stuck and you won't be getting it back soon. No one is going to acquire FTX. There are too many lawsuits and too many crimes performed on their books. Acquiring that liability won't happen. And then there's been talks in the community of like people like really getting to the point of, potentially, we're just going to say the worst possible thing you could possibly do as a human. But just know that life is so precious and times can get so hard, especially losing everything. If you're a part of losing everything within the markets, I mean, it can seem like all hope is lost, but your life is worth more. It has more value. There's people that love you, and you being on this earth is just a blessing every single day. And you really have to view your life that way. So I'm just going to leave it at that. God bless everybody and their family out there. This is from Jungle Inc. It says, sure, Gary Gensler and the SEC missed FTX, Celsius, Voyager, and many other multi-billion-dollar Ponzi schemes, but at least they stopped the damn library coins. Just think of the damage that could have been done. Priorities. I mean, Jungle Inc., great content. This guy has great content. I highly recommend you check out his YouTube channel. But like, hit it spot on, man. Like, you guys are doing a fantastic job over there protecting us investors. It's crazy. Obviously, we just showed you this one. This one's from Wheezy X talking about the same thing here. So if we come in here, you can kind of see it. But this is just like a lot of documentations where they look like they control FTX and found all this information. So coming up here, he says, quote, FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried is and was involved in money laundering, theft, fraud, and violations of federal and state laws. Whoa. Filed with the SEC September 10, 2021. Victim claims the SEC is not listening to his complaints and Sam Bankman-Fried. Meanwhile, SEC is meeting with Sam Bankman-Fried. And then over here it says, is it possible that if the SEC would have taken the below complaint serious and investigated like the cop on the beat they claim to be, which we covered that in the video yesterday, that was from Chairman Gensler. He continues saying, people wouldn't have lost billions. Y'all, you shall have nothing. So we're not going to get too deep into this, but like this is the whole when digital asset investors talks about, all the world's a stage and, things are planned and set up, in a specific way to fit the powers that be's agenda. You got to wake up people and educate yourself. This is from James K. Fallon will be next. This is from Ben Armstrong from Big Boy Crypto. It says, when a company looks to acquire another company and the due diligence period is less than 24 hours, it's worse than bad. It's criminal. I have zero sympathy for Sam Bankman-Fried, and I'm going to enjoy sending him to prison. I'm sitting on so much hard evidence, he has no chance of escaping. And I literally quote tweeted this with the big eyes like, oh boy, things are going to get interesting. I'm going to end on some other news here. This is from the Ripple and SEC case. It says Reaper Financial LLC seeks to leave and amicus briefs in support of defendant Ripple Labs Inc.'s motion for summary judgment. So there we go. We have more amicus briefs coming in. Crazy, man. I mean, the market took a big hit. It seems like we're having some sort of recovery. I mean, we were just, at 1566. Now we're sitting at about, 1,200 up. We're going to see what happens if we come over here to the Bitcoin Fear Greed Index. We're sitting at a 22. So we'll see what this thing updates and see how the market holds with all this information. But like I tell you, I mean, make sure that you take care of yourself out there. Self-custody your own digital assets. Don't leave it on, platforms like FTX, for example, because if it gets locked up, then it's there. And if they go under or they're insolvent, there goes your portfolio. There goes your money, your financials. Protect yourself. Learn and educate how to self-custody, whether that's a mobile wallet, a hardware wallet, whatever the case is. Just don't keep it on exchanges. Just my recommendation. I've been in this space since 2017 and I've learned a lot. I've lost a lot of money, made some bad trades, lost, on some scams, got rug pulled. I mean, you name it. Why do you think I say what I say in this video at the end all the time? Really think about this and take it to heart, okay? Stay strong out there and be safe.